Live here, race number 17. So Jared Tebow, new TQ in the Pro Truck category here. Cody King, Dakota Fenn, Barry Pettit, Cody Smith rounding out the top 5. Then Josh Wheeler, Mike Truey, Gaffney, Runnefelt, Beyer, Denny Lopez, Jeremy Corrick. That's about 12.
Standing here with two-time defending Dirt Nitro Challenge champion in the Pro Truck class, Ty Tessmann, taking the TQ here on Thursday qualifying. You'll be starting up front for Saturday's main event. It's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it feels really good to be up front, especially the first lap going through the rhythm section. Just to go through there clean, I think will be a big advantage. But the truck's been working really well, and traction was a lot better this time. Like, my truck was really hooked up compared to the previous runs. So I'm really excited about the Saturday night.
And you talked about your truck working well. We got a chance to look at what you were driving earlier. It's the D8T truck, but with a bunch of different parts that you and your father created yourselves.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff we've been working on for about 2 years now. It's finally coming along to get production. So that'll be really cool once it's all done, but it's really made the truck handle a lot better.
And you mentioned the track conditions also in the third round. We saw earlier today that we're trying to put a lot of water down, keep the dust to a minimum, but it made the track really slippery when the track was wet. So the third round was a little bit better.
Yeah, at the midday watering it makes it a lot looser, but it kind of makes the track in better shape. But they didn't water this time because it's at night, and it really was hooked up, I thought.
And 2 years ago, you won this event in 2012. You started second. Last year, you won this event. You started 6th. This year you start up front. Is it nice to start up front and just try to get away, or start mid-pack and you kind of work around a couple of mistakes and figure out where you're at?
It's nice to start up front just because everybody's so close and it's just so tight. But it's a little bit more pressure starting up front too, because you're expected more to win. But I don't know. I think it's better to start up front than in the back.
And you got Dakota Fenn starting behind you, Team LSU Racing driver who finished second to you at the Roar Nationals this year. You guys have raced together really well. So does having him behind you make you feel a little bit more comfortable about going in that first corner?
Yeah, he's been really good to me in the past, and he's not been really I'm not super nervous about him having him behind me. But I think it should be a good, clean race, I think, and hopefully it works out in my favor in the end.
Does it change how you go into the race? Obviously going in is probably the heavy favorite. And in the first couple of corners, you head into some really tough jump sections. How is it? How difficult is it to just kind of calm those nerves and get through lap number 1?
It's pretty nerve-wracking, but I'm getting better and better as I race more. So I'm gonna try my best to do my own lines and not let pressure get to me. Just try to drive my own lines, I guess.
Well, I can't wait to see how you do on Saturday. Good luck and congratulations.
Thank you.
No issues there. Moving on to the back straightaway now, trying to keep it inside and use that roller as the burn. Makes the turn. Downside's perfectly there on the backside. Double, triple. Lands it, headed right to the backside. And this should be another good lap here for Tessmann. At the line, 43.8. New fast lap of the race. And now he's on a 10-lap, 7:22 flat. He's 2/10 in front of Jared Tebow. 3:45 in, 3:15 remaining. We do have several heats to go in this truggy category. But outside of a couple guys, I don't know if anybody can equal what Tessmann might do right here if he runs a TQ in this heat. It's going to be very, very difficult to take that down. And Ty Tessmann might be able to go nappy time tonight. He'll have this thing locked up. But he definitely has to finish it right here. Right now on a 10-lap, 7:22 flat. 44 flat. Now on a 10-lap, 7:21.7. Still underneath by about a half a second at this point. Drew Moller, 1.3 behind. There's Moller up there over the big step-up section. Drops back down in. He's into traffic, and that's going to cost him a second or two. We got a flame out coming back into pit lane. Ryan Bayfield, top 3 right now at 10 laps, 7:26. Lutz in the Durango. And then it's Warnemont in the Mugen. Fisher.
We're standing here with Mugen Seiki USA's young star today, Drew Moller. Ran for Mugen much earlier in your career. Made a couple other stops. Ran for Kyosho, TLR. But now you're back with Mugen Seiki in a joint effort with A-Main Hobbies.
I'm feeling good. The A-Main support and Mugen, I'm feeling awesome. My cars ran great. A lot of improvement since last year. I think I was in like the C-Main and truck last year, so I think I'll be like top 5 overall. So I'm already in the main. My Nitro buggy feels awesome, so we're looking good. So can't wait.
And we were talking about it earlier. You ran for Mugen previously, but it was years ago. And the MBX 6T hasn't changed since then.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same car, just tweaking it a little bit, you know, making it as good as possible, and it's pretty damn good today.
And we were talking to you before racing started, and you were pretty confident about your truck. But then you come out the gate, you know, get a 3 in round number 1, and that kind of takes the pressure off.
Yeah, I was relieved, I should say. I just wanted to go out, make no mistakes, get a solid run under my feet, and go from there, and so it worked out.
And you're driving the MBX 7 tomorrow, and this will be your first big race with that car. But you were pretty confident in that after practice also.
Yeah, I would say like my truggy, I felt really comfortable with my buggy. I felt really solid. I just go out, cruise around, and we'll see the rhythm section's getting a little more difficult. So everywhere else I'm feeling confident, but we'll see how the rhythm section goes.
And as you mentioned, you know, the track is getting rougher in a lot of spots. The rhythm section in particular was already difficult, so now it's getting worse. And they decided to start changing up the water schedule a little bit. So do you really predict any changes you have to make to the car over what you ran yesterday?
I'm not going to worry about. I'm just going to go out by feel. The Mugen car handles awesome under bumps and stuff like that, just kind of like a rough track. So I think I'll be good. I'm not too worried about it.
Well, congratulations on today. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Time expires on the master clock. Tessmann making the turn into the 9. Oh, and he shorts it. It's going to cost him a little time. Coming into this, Tessmann had an advantage of 0.8 of a second to get that new TQ. At the line of 45.3, drops him to a 10-lap 7:22.8. He is 0.6 behind. 0.6 behind what Jared Tebow just did with the Kyosho. Mr. Hot Bodies, what's he going to do here? Moving left to right to the front side. Table to table. Makes the turn, step over section, and again, keeps it right there through the blue groove. Triple, double. Sets that car for the perfect left-hander. And again, onto the back straightaway. You see how inside he is? Makes the turn through the double. A little bit of a flat land, but not much. He had trouble last time by in the triple. And again, a little trouble. Goes double single out. Tessmann at the line needs to be quicker than a 22.2. And Tessmann at the line is a 22.3. He's not going to get it. So it's going to be Jared Tebow right now moving forward with a few more heats here in Pro Truck. Tessmann does not get it done, just behind. And I'm still looking for a few. Cavalieri, Fisher, and Blair yet to finish out. And